Do you find yourself tired of making the same recipes on the grill week after week, but you're not sure where to find some new inspiration? Well, I have got you covered because that is exactly what we're going to talk about in this video with a little help from our brand new TasteBuds Summer Grilling Box. Now, before you hit that stop button, know that this is not a subscription like our normal TasteBuds. This is a one-time purchase with inspiration featuring everything you need for your grill outs this summer. My name is Tiffany and I am so excited you're here. I help busy millennials create healthy meals in minutes without stress and overwhelm. And for those adults out there wanting to indulge just a little bit every once in a while, I also offer beverage pairing recommendations with these quick, easy recipes. Check out my link in the description below and follow me on social media for daily tips, tricks, and inspiration. And while you're there, be sure to download your copy of my free weeknight recipe guide and my food and wine pairing guide to help you start saving time, money, and energy in your kitchen right away today. So in this video, we are going to dive into the TasteBuds Summer Grill Box, which features 4 delicious recipes that can come together on your grill or grill pan and so much more. So let's see what's inside. So just like with our monthly TasteBuds subscription, you are going to find yourself with recipes and seasoning packets. But unlike anything else before, you are going to have access to 4 different recipes, and 3 of these recipes feature seasonings that have never been released before and cannot be found anywhere outside of this specific grill box. Now, these are available while supplies last, so if any of these recipes or seasonings catch your attention, definitely check out the link in the description below and grab yours today before they are gone, because I know these will disappear fast. So, our first featured recipe is a grilled salmon with succotash, and this features a never before released quick Italian marinade mix. How awesome is that? Like, this just sounds delicious, and I feel like this Italian marinade is going to be amazing on chicken breasts and pork chops in addition to the salmon featured in this recipe. Now, just like with our other TasteBud recipe cards, you are going to find additional ways on the front to use that seasoning mix, plus easy change-ups on the back to take the guesswork out of cooking. So I am talking to those of you that have picky eaters, any food allergies for you or your family member, or any dietary restrictions. We are going to take the guesswork out of cooking to help you make those changes super simple, so that way this becomes a recipe that everyone in the family loves. So let's take a look at those change-ups with this grilled salmon recipe. So to change up the succotash, which is that vegetable mixture you see the delicious fillet of salmon sitting on, you can use as directed with corn, zucchini, bell pepper, or you can swap some of those out or just simply add in some of your favorites, such as cherry tomatoes or some chopped red onions or shallot for a nice fun twist. Now, little tip, if you didn't know this, but with the salmon skin is edible, but I know that's not always a favorite for everyone. So if that's something that you are not wanting to eat, you can remove it before cooking with a sharp knife, or after cooking, you can peel it right off. I have also seen people pour boiling water over the fillet before cooking, and that is enough to peel the skin right off without actually cooking the fillet. So, little tip for you. Now, you can turn leftovers of this onto a nice bed of lettuce for a salad bowl, or onto a leaf of romaine and turn it into a delicious wrap. Super fun changes if you find yourself with leftovers. And if you're not feeling like fish, like I said, this marinade is going to be delicious on grilled chicken breast or a pork chop. Now, some other ways to use this Italian marinade mix if you find yourself with leftovers, which I'm sure you will, you've got enough in this packet to make 2 to 4 recipes depending on the serving sizes. So you can use this to make your own homemade Italian dressing by mixing it with sour cream or Greek yogurt, along with white wine vinegar and a little bit of milk. And yes, alternative milks are an option. You can do that with almond milk, soy milk, oat milk. You don't have to use traditional milk. Now, another fun way is to use this to marinate your olives. Nice fun snack for that charcuterie board that you may find yourself with as well. So toss the canned or jarred olives with some of the marinade mix, olive oil, and white vinegar. Let it sit for about 15-20 minutes to truly marinate, and then you are ready to serve. Now we've got one other marinade mix that is featured in this box. Again, brand new, never been released before, super exciting. And that is going to have a featured recipe of this grilled chicken. And that marinade mix is a quick smokehouse marinade. Now this just screams summer, does it not? And while you are watching, I'd love for you to know too, which of these marinades would you want to try first, Italian or smokehouse? Feel free to drop your vote in the comments. Now let's dive into this grilled chicken recipe. So it calls for a nice creamy dressing that you will make using this smokehouse, but it's going to be very similar to the Italian dressing that we just talked about, using sour cream, olive oil, milk, cider vinegar, and a little bit of honey or agave to sweeten it. But if you are looking to change up this recipe, if you're not feeling super veggie, go ahead and throw it into a flour or corn tortilla for a nice fun wrap, or swap out the chicken and use it with some grilled steak instead. Or for my vegetarians out there, dice up mushrooms instead. Now this is going to be a fun way to use those mushrooms that you are finding while foraging, because that is something that we love doing all summer long. And here is a fun way to use up those mushrooms that you may or may not find yourself with extras of. Now, if you find yourself with extras of this smokehouse marinade, you can turn it into a country style gravy. So you'll melt a tablespoon of butter, add in flour to make a nice roux with this marinade mix, and then whisk in some milk until it thickens, remove from heat, and you have got yourself a nice country style gravy to pour over mashed potatoes, hot turkeys, hot beefs, you name it. You can also use this smokehouse marinade with cauliflower. So combine water, white vinegar, and the marinade mix with sugar in a saucepan, bring to a boil, pour it over your cauliflower to pickle the cauliflower, and you've got a nice side dish for your grilled dinner. Now, before we dive into the next 2 recipes, I want to hear from you. What is your favorite thing to grill in the summer? I personally love burgers. What is your favorite? Drop it in the comments below. And if you have any questions or need some inspiration, definitely drop that down there as well. I look forward to reading those and seeing how we can learn and grow together. Now, our third featured recipe in the TasteBuds Summer Grill Box features a seasoning that has been around for a while and has been loved by many. And that recipe is going to be BBQ Bacon Burgers, featuring our Kansas City style barbecue. Now, not only does this work as a seasoning mix, but you can actually make your own barbecue sauce using this too. Super awesome. It's going to save you money. Plus, you get to control the ingredients. Therefore, you can help it be healthier and fit into any dietary restrictions, picky eaters, all that fun stuff. So let's dive into this barbecue bacon recipe. It calls for traditional ground beef, but you can easily swap that out for ground turkey, ground chicken, or your meat-free alternative. So all of those options are going to work with this recipe. Now, you can also make your own coleslaw or use a pre-made shredded bag mix, whatever your preference is. But with homemade, it is a lot easier than you might think. And typically you can find a head of cabbage a lot cheaper than that bag of pre-shredded. So great way to save money as well. But to make your own, shred the cabbage, shred some carrots. If you want to add in other veggies, feel free. I've added in chopped radishes before just to get that extra little crunch. But then you can make your own dressing. So the recipe here is with mayo and brown sugar, but you can also make your own with some rice vinegar. The sky is the limit when it comes to making your own. And definitely, if you are curious, there are several recipes on my website. Link is in the description below. Search coleslaw and you will find those recipes. There is an Asian coleslaw mix that we make all summer long. Super easy and delicious. Now, when you find yourself with extras of this barbecue seasoning, as I said, you can turn it into barbecue sauce. Super easy and delicious. You can also use this to make your own barbecue chips. So grab those tortillas. You're gonna cut them into triangles or strips, whichever you prefer. Sprinkle on with this seasoning and oil, and you're gonna bake those in the oven, and you have got homemade tortilla chips that are barbecue seasoned. Now, this is also a great way to make your own veggie chips. Nice healthy alternative to the bagged potato chips in the store. You can use sliced potatoes, sliced zucchini, sliced carrots, you name it. Another fun way is to spice up your grilled veggie skewers. Great side dish to go along with these burgers as well. So you will sprinkle seasoning and oil over the veggies of your choice. My usual go-tos are bell pepper and zucchini, mushrooms, broccoli, cauliflower. All of the veggies are going to work and taste delicious. Throw them over the grill about 15 to 20 minutes, rotating to get that nice even cooking, and you are all set. And to help you make these burgers, get them nice, evenly pressed, evenly cooking, you also get yourself a burger slider press in this grill box. Now, this burger slider press is great for burgers. It also does sliders, and I use it all the time for homemade breakfast sausage patties. It is truly amazing. So that is there also to help you out. And before we dive into our last featured recipe in this TasteBuds Summer Grill Box, I want to remind you to hit the subscribe button because I'm dropping videos like this every week, and I would hate for you to miss out on the next tip or trick. So our last featured recipe, which also contains a brand new seasoning never released before, and it is a chimichurri steak recipe with chimichurri seasoning mix. Now, this is sure to be a hit with your family. Now, with this recipe, if you are not feeling like steak, you can swap it out for salmon, chicken, or pork chops. This chimichurri mix is going to be delicious on all of those. Now, if you are not wanting to use the veggies that are in here, so it features red potatoes and cauliflower, swap that out for broccoli, bell pepper, zucchini, or mushrooms. All of those are going to be delicious with this recipe. Now, if you are find yourself with leftovers, definitely throw it over a bowl of shredded lettuce. You've got a nice salad bowl, or you can use a leaf of romaine for a wrap, or wrap it all into a tortilla for a nice fun twist. Now, when you find yourself with extra chimichurri seasoning, some fun ways to use this is to make a chimichurri chip dip. Now, this is going to be great with veggies as well. So you'll combine the seasoning mix with either sour cream or Greek yogurt. Let it sit for about 20 to 30 minutes so it can truly absorb all of those flavors, and then throw it on your veggie tray. Cool and serve trays are perfect for this. Add your veggies, think carrot sticks, some broccoli, cauliflower, cucumber, bell peppers, you name it. This is going to be your new favorite dip for your summer gatherings. You can also use this to make some flavored herbed butter by mixing the seasoning with some softened butter. So if you are ready to grab your TasteBuds Grill Box, check out the link in the description below. and grab it today before it's gone.